Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask. It is Tuesday, the 5th day of October. Today is National Get Funky Day. So if you have been funky up until this point, you were a little too early. But from today forward, you can be funky. I don't know if that's a good thing or... I don't even want to ask. I'm not even going to ask. A National Rhode Island Day today. That's cool. National Apple Betty Day today.
Apple Betty? What's Apple Betty?
Now I got to Google something.
I'm sorry.
National Eat Fruit at Work Day today, and National Do Something Nice Day today. All of those things happening on this Tuesday. We also do have a thing called Tuesdays with Charlie that's coming your way. And then now here we go. A National Apple Betty Day is a day that's dedicated to Ronald and Nancy Reagan's favorite dessert, Apple Betty.
I have never had Apple Betty.
It is a variation of a traditional American dessert called Brown Betty, which I'd never had that either. Well, let me see. What is... So it looks like it's kind of an apple crisp or an apple cobbler. So we're going to have to get a recipe and make the darn thing for dessert today.
Sounds like a plan
Thanks
to
for
me.
listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A new survey of 2,000 Americans finds 4 in 10 people have more DIY failures than they do successes. The average person estimates it takes them about 5 hours of trial and error before they finally hang up the tool belt and call in a pro. I don't quit that easily, do I?
You do not. And we have a
keep on
shower to
trying.
prove it.
Yeah, I have. What was it? We were hanging the mirror where I had a hole.
Oh my gosh, this
hole.
round mirror,
Yeah.
I had to move that for something the other day and I saw the holes, I just laughed.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I've got
wow.
like 19 holes back there. And I've got a stud finder. I just didn't want to go get it. I'm like, I'll find it. I'm almost there. I tried it again. Nope, no, I'm almost there. No, I'm almost there. She's like, do you want to just get your stud finder? No, I'm good. And a new survey by The Guardian found that COVID may have killed our sex lives. They're saying that all that time together has made it where people are like, I don't even want to talk to you, let alone anything else. So that is surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. What is the point of wearing Gucci if nobody knows you're wearing Gucci? 24-year-old Wildfire Cesar was arrested following a traffic stop. A trooper clocked his Mercedes going 103 miles an hour. A subsequent search of the vehicle yielded an assortment of packaged marijuana, a scale, and $4,339 in cash. Passengers arrested on drug charges, possession with intent to sell, booked into the jail with a mugshot wearing a shirt that has the Gucci tag still hanging on it. Okay, that's why.
Wow.
He was subsequently freed on $5,100 bond. So apparently it was just like a regular T-shirt that didn't have a logo, so he just left the tag hanging on it.
Right. Well, you can't spend $500 on a T-shirt and not have people know that you spent $500 on a T-shirt.
Isn't that weird that they would put that as the headline?
Yeah, that was
and
the
then
headline.
Nothing until the very end.
Right.
So,
that was a long way around to
Yeah,
that
sorry.
little...
that is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, actress and singer. You know, when you remember she's an actress, sometimes people forget that she was, before acting, she was singing for quite a while. She brought down the house at a concert in New York. She sang her hit song, My Love Don't Cost a Thing, while she wore a $50,000 ring from her boyfriend. My love don't cost a thing.
Yeah, except for this ring
I
here.
can barely hold my hand up. This ring is so big. Mark Hamill was recently in the news for defending the Star Wars prequel trilogy. He said the films, quote, impressed him, end quote. Hamill said the movies had their own identity.
Yeah, they sure
That's
did.
what some say about it. And Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are in the news again because, again, they just want everyone to leave them alone.
Yeah,
they want
just
their
want to be left
much-deserved
alone.
privacy
They want some privacy, family
as they're
life.
taping their New York City trip for a Netflix documentary.
There you go. Nothing says off the radar like filming your family trip for Netflix consumption.
Yeah, there you go. That is Big Screen, Little Screen. Brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. A Maryland woman said a visit to a friend's house led to her winning $50,000 with a scratch-off ticket. The 73-year-old Baltimore woman, a retired hospital worker, said she was leaving a friend's house when she spotted a store, and she stopped in and selected a ticket and scratched it off, and then she went bananas when she saw she won $50,000. She said the money is going to be enough to allow her to pay off her home. So she's 73.
You know how
That's really cool.
many times I have bought scratch tickets and have never won a thing.
Nothing? Well, she won. You should be
I
lucky
think I
like
won
her,
$1
Heidi.
or $2 once in a while, but
Hey, the Honolulu City Council, this is actually a couple weeks old now, but again, I have so much stuff to get to, I can't read it all. They voted to destroy a 70-year-old stairway to heaven. It's a terrifying, steep series of steps that go along a mountain range, give hikers the feeling that they were in the clouds, but it's not over yet because fans of Stairway to Heaven are saying they're going to put up a fight. So I don't know if the thing is being removed, if it's not being removed, but the city council said, yeah, it needs to go. And then people were going, no, not on my watch. So I guess we'll see what happens there. British man captured some drone footage in Scotland at Loch Ness, and he posted it online. And somebody noticed an image in that video.
Yeah, you were telling me about
it's really
this one.
interesting.
That is interesting.
I have a link to it in the show notes. I actually clicked on it because I've always been very fascinated by
Yeah.
that. And there definitely is something lurking under the surface that is not explained any way other than it's Nessie waving at us. Okay, not quite waving, but there's something there. And The Gap recently released a new hoodie in collaboration with Kanye West. It's called the Yeezy Gap Sweatshirt. The hoodie, by the way, is $90 for adults and $70 for kids. Is that a lot of money for a hoodie? I haven't bought clothing in a while.
I think that's quite a bit.
That sounds like a lot of dough. But again, like I said, you know what? I haven't purchased any clothing in I don't know how long time. My wife over here takes good care of me. Thank you, Heidi.
You're welcome.
All right.
John.
That is your scoop of the day. Comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
How you doing, Charlie?
Do this is getting a little old. I'm getting tired.
Getting tired? Oh. So what kind of cool stuff we going to learn about today, Charlie?
Hey, you ever watched the Seinfeld show?
Oh, yeah.
Loved Seinfeld.
Yeah, it was a good program.
You know Kramer?
Oh, yeah.
He's my hero.
He is.
Yeah, he was great.
He wore the same 2 pairs of black shoes.
Really?
Oh.
That was like, 9 years, I think, something like
Yeah,
that.
it was
Yeah.
a long time.
So he kept wearing the same shoes over and over and over.
Over and over and over.
It was pretty cool.
Can you grow a great beard?
Me?
Yeah.
I was hoping you were asking me, not Heidi. No, I've tried. My beard looks funny.
You know that if you can grow a great beard, you're more likely to go bald?
Oh, wow.
So you notice I don't have no hair.
You have a great beard, though. Oh, what a heck of a nice beard.
Hey, did you know that 2 billion people on Earth eat insects as part of their regular diet?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good to me.
No, thank you.
A little fried cricket with your diet there.
No, thank you.
Well, you've heard of sawgrass.
Yeah.
That's in Florida. It's a very, very, very nice course.
Yeah.
And its 17th green is surrounded by water.
Okay.
There's courses that have that. And each year, over 125,000 golf balls are hit into the water from the tee box.
Whoa.
Now, one course?
That one course, one hole.
You would
Whoa.
think, does somebody go down and get all those out of there every year?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm sure.
Well, yeah,
Probably every day.
There's thriving business in the golf
Yep.
world.
Huh.
In
Wow.
fact, I bought 100 of them that were hit into the water, not necessarily sawgrass, but wherever there's water on a course, I've got 100 pinnacle golf balls that come out of the water.
Nice.
Because the water don't hurt them, they just sit there, but
Right.
there's people that dive for them every year and make a fortune off
Well,
it.
yeah, and then they sell them.
So you bought those because that way your balls already know how to swim, so when you knock it in there, it's fine.
That's right. And they like water, so I don't know. It must be a hereditary thing or something.
Hereditary.
It's instinct.
Hey, and duct tape. Every house has duct tape, right?
Oh, yeah.
You can use that for just about anything,
Oh, yeah.
except one thing.
Oh, what's that?
You can't use it for ductwork.
No kidding.
Really?
It has failed when used for this, and it's almost considered a code violation.
Wow.
Apparently, it don't like the heat that comes out of it.
Oh, that's
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
But it works for anything in the world except duct tape.
The thing it was invented for.
Huh.
Let's see here. Oh, I'm going to say scientists have successfully created cheese using human bacteria collected from toes and belly buttons.
That's disgusting.
Why would
That's
anyone-
absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, why would anybody want that?
I could think of other parts you could get some bacteria from too, but I don't know.
No, that's nasty.
It's all pretty disgusting.
And I bet it tastes terrible too.
I would never know because I'm never going to try
No,
it.
me either. Oh,
Hey,
that's
then,
gross.
This is from my favorite people here. In March of 1963, the pop top on beer cans. Remember them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
They had the little round circle, and you just pressed it and it popped it.
Yeah.
That was invented by Emil Fraze of Ohio, and he worked for my favorite people, the Schlitz Brewing Company.
Oh.
Nice.
But apparently that didn't pan out because, I don't know, they didn't make them very long.
No.
They had the little pop top and the big pop top.
Right.
And do you know if you set a golf ball on top of that and roll it around there, it would pop it?
Would it really?
Really?
I invented that part.
Very cool. Are you ready for a question from us, Charlie?
You better give me a question here before I roll that around that can again.
All right. The average American eats how many potatoes every year?
Ooh.
In pounds?
No, like how many potatoes each? Like each potato.
Oh, geez, I don't know. Is that counting French fries and baked potatoes?
I think that, yeah, that would all add up to potatoes, yeah.
100.
You're pretty close. 140.
I think I'm way above average.
Yeah. I think I do that many potatoes in a month. Okay, maybe not quite, but no, we like potatoes.
Yeah, we like potatoes.
That's probably not a
Everybody
good
likes
thing.
potatoes, you bet.
Yeah, that's part of the problem why we're struggling to lose weight. So what'd you eat last week? Well, I did really good, except for those 140 potatoes.
Well, they're good for you.
Yeah, I love them. Well, Charlie, it was nice to chat with you, sir.
Hey, we'll do her again next week.
That sounds good.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. Little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie. Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Rats can find their way through a maze faster when Mozart music is being played.
Really?
Yeah. So if you have a rat going through a maze and you want him to go faster, play some Mozart.
Huh.
I don't know why I would have myself in that situation in the first place, but apparently it was just a thing where they were checking to see, how that affected the brain of the mouse, or the rat in this case. So they think maybe that same thing would help. So if you're ever in a maze and you're trying to get out, use Mozart music.
That's amazing.
I see what you did there. That is today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Russia. The Kremlin issued photos of Vladimir Putin hunting and fishing to play down rumors that he was in bad health. Putin was just reelected, by the way. So after his reelection, people were like, oh, I don't think he's doing well. And then they put out photos of him hunting and fishing because, that helped somehow.
Right.
Because if you're not feeling well, there's no way you could go hunting or fishing.
He couldn't even pretend.
No, not for a photo. All right, that is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Detectives have charged a 32-year-old man for a series of robberies at one 7-Eleven store. The store has been robbed 4 times, July 15th, August 22nd, August 29th, and most recently, September 6th. In each robbery, the suspect entered the store, assaulted an employee, stole merchandise and cash. On September 9th, detectives received info from a source that the suspect was involved in trespassing incident identified as Ronald Hill Jr. Detectives reviewed surveillance footage, confirmed that he was the suspect in the robberies. They got a warrant, arrested Hill, and it says following the robbery that occurred in their jurisdiction, they've discovered that he had robbed it 4 times, so they had 4 warrants. He's being held now in a detention center. You would think if you got away with robbing a place once, you'd probably never go back. Twice?
Oh, no,
never,
you'd think
3 times? Never, ever.
He knew it was an easy target. That's why he kept going back.
But
it was easy to rob.
The first time, middle of July, then August 29th, and then 1 week later on the 22nd first, then the 29th, and then a week later again on the September the 6th. Dude, you're going to get caught, which he did get caught.
Right.
But it's like, you don't just keep doing this. It's a bad idea. That's why it is today's Weird News.
John and Heidi.
Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by BetterResultsAdvertising.com. We've talked a little bit about this in the past, but it turns out all it took was a ridiculous internet trend paired with some vandalism to teach kids about problem solving, teamwork, and creativity.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, students are stealing or breaking large pieces of school property as part of the latest harmful TikTok challenge, sweeping the nation. And I think it's kind of on the downtrend now because many kids have been arrested for this. But it's driving principals crazy. The destructive stunt dubbed as the bathroom challenge and the devious lick challenge. These kids go in and break things or steal things, and they record this, and then they post it onto TikTok. And then they get caught, and then they get arrested. I don't understand why anybody would think any of this is a good idea. But I've got a lot more detail in this story, which we don't have time to read. But if you do want to read all of the details on things that people have done, you can find it in the show notes for today. But this is a really, really bad idea. If you've got kids that, are that age, just have a chat with them and say, hey, don't do this. If you think it's really cool, you're wrong. It's not. If your friends think it's cool, you might need new friends. Just saying. There you go. That is today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, But I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Heidi, are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
All right. Rim Rock Trails, Prineville, Oregon. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Rim Rock Trails.
I'm going to say it's a rehab center.
And the answer is...
Nice.
Rehab center. You almost said golf course.
I almost said golf course, but then I was thinking, why would they have trails at a golf course? That doesn't make any sense.
To drive the golf carts on. That's why they'd have that. But I'm glad you didn't think it through too much because you got it right. And that is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Our son is going to love this story, by the way. While the pandemic supercharged streaming, a few people decided to swim against the current and go back to the familiarity of the VHS format. It isn't the easiest of hobbies. VCR players have not been in production for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And using a player on a current smart TV requires a bunch
For
of...
only 5 years they've been out of production, huh?
Yeah. So if you're trying to put a VCR on a smart TV, there's a whole lot of devices or things that you need to do because most of them are not just super compatible. But a small community of VHS fanatics have sprung up around the country. Our son is one of those, by the way.
Yep.
Trading tapes and tips on how to watch. Much of this is organized around small boxes where people can drop off or pick up tapes. They're calling them the free Blockbuster boxes. It started in Los Angeles, where there are VHS tapes trending all over the place there at auctions and whatnot. In the late 1990s, Hollywood studios began selling films on DVDs. VH rentals then lost their grip on the home viewing. So it's been since the 90s that DVDs have been around. That's, I guess, for some reason, I was thinking it was later than that. Blu-ray took over in the 2000s. By 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. Brian Morrison started this free Blockbuster thing in 2019, so before the pandemic. But during the pandemic, it really kind of took off. There's a lot of VHS diehards, and they hope the effort will encourage others to do this as well. And there's 69 of these so far, but they're located all over the United States, Canada, Australia. The latest VCR maker stopped making VCRs in 2016. eBay lists hundreds of different refurbished VHS and TVs with VHS players built in. And there's other carriers around the country. Our son probably has 40 VHS players.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a whole collection. So I got to share this story with him. But when this was sent to me, I was like, you know what? That's really kind of a neat thing.
It is neat.
It's bucking the trend of what's happening in the world. And they're like, no, we're still going to do this. And I love that there are people saying, hey, here's some movies to watch. And when you're done, put them back in and somebody else can watch them. It's a neat idea. So I do have a link to that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.